Hello Capricorn, this is Marisha. You are my channel Triloka. I'm using my slow tarot deck to see what message or what guidance is coming through for the Capricorns out there for the first half of September 2019. I've already pulled out 3 sets of cards. In the first set, we've got the Hermit as your first card. You've got the 10 of Wands in reverse as your second card. The last one is the Judgment card. Okay. To start off, I want to say it's a very hopeful reading. Okay, it gives hope in this reading. Okay, and you are coming out as the Emperor. You're taking charge of your own life right now. You're taking the reins of your own life right now. For some reason, I want to say you might have been bruised in the battlefield. Okay, you might have been sitting and sulking for some time over what has happened, but now you realize you need to get up again. Okay, although how much ever you might have been bruised or hurt in whatever has happened in your situation, you need to take charge of your own life for the sake of others as well. It doesn't matter how much you have been hurt, but you're the Emperor. You need to think about your people. Okay, so it doesn't matter because you have experiences before being an emperor. You had plenty of experiences. You became an emperor because you went through all the struggle. You reached that position in your life because you have seen a lot. So you're going to take it. You might have wasted a bit of time in the space of brooding, but now you are deciding to get over this space. You're getting ready to get back the reins of your life, okay, for your sake or for the sake of the people around you as well. For some reason, I need to say that you being the emperor to take care of the people around you as well, not just for yourself. When I broke the deck, I saw the 3 of Swords. Okay, when I tried to show you the Emperor, I'm not going to pull the whole deck up. Okay, when I broke it, every card has a message. Okay, every card which needs to catch my attention has a message for the reading which I'm doing. So just what I was saying, 3 of Swords, you have been hurt. Okay, you have been hurt in your situation. You have been thinking over it, mulling over it for some time now. Okay, the first card is a Hermit. You have been isolating yourself for some time. You might not been in contact with people. You kept yourself away. And I agree, you might have needed the time off from all the hustle and bustle which is going around you. You wanted the alone time. There is another card. The last card behind this deck is the Queen of Cups. So 3 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You have been emotionally hurt. Okay, and you keep looking back at the situation, because when I broke the deck, it was like the 3 of Swords and the Emperor is actually looking at this 3 of Swords. Okay, so that says one thing. Now you're ready to take take charge of your situation, but you have learned something from this as well. Okay, you're not going to forget it. You're going to keep it in the back of your mind because you're the Queen of Cups here. Okay, emotional person, sensitive person. You have been affected by whatever situation which has fallen apart, whatever your situation was, which has hurt you, which was literally like daggers in your heart. Okay, you're not going to let go of it, although you're going to take charge of its situation. This is not going to be forgotten, okay? But yet you're looking past it as well to see what is out there. With the Seven of Cups, there is plenty of options out there. So you're not going to sit and brood on this for too long anymore. But I do see you were, okay? You were brooding for some time, because with the Hermit card as your first card in the reading, that talks a lot. Yes. So let's just start off the reading. I will just be right back. A slippery card. Okay, Hermit. So you're going to take the time to reflect what was going on, what went wrong, etc., etc. Okay. You wanted, and I noticed this this blue ring. If you could just see that. Could you see the blue ring on one of his fingers? Blue is always about intuition. Lapis lazuli is one of the beautiful stones out there. I have one on my hand. It's very intuitive. And I see him, you know, I noticed this thing. So he's trying to understand what has gone wrong. Okay, the time off to reflect things is him wanting to understand what has happened and what needs to be done. Okay, so the time off is just not isolating himself and wasting and brooding. Okay, but then he is like, how to move on. Okay, how to move on from this phase. That's where you are at right now. He's getting enlightened. He's like the Buddha under the tree right now. He's getting enlightened about what needs to be done. Okay, he's holding onto a lantern. He wants to get out of this darkness now. He's holding the lamp, which will lead him into the light. Okay, at least he hopes to be led into the light, and he's thinking. Okay, Hermit is thinking. You are in the hermit world, but you're going to get out of it. Okay, as an emperor. Okay, whatever you're carrying, this came out in reverse. The Ten of Wands has come out. You have been carrying this burden for too long. You have been isolating yourself because you were brooding over the situation for too long. Okay, now, like I said, with the Hermit, you are looking forward how to get out of this phase. Whatever burden you were carrying, you're ready to let go of it. Okay, when you look back, okay, you not only you know, whatever this Three of Swords situation is, okay, you're reflecting into whatever has happened in the past. Not just, some people are there always who says, oh, you're wrong, they did wrong to me, they did wrong. But they never go within them and try to figure out what they also had a part in this, you know, whatever the situation was. It's not just one-sided. They might have, you know, a fire has to be lit if somebody, you know, somebody has to spark it. It's not one-sided. Somebody has to do it to spark the fire. It just doesn't happen. There is this old saying in my side of town. You need two pans. You know, to make the noise, you need two pans to hit it. One pan is not going to make the noise. Okay, I don't know how clear it's going to come through. Okay, in my language, it's much more sensible. But when I say it, I feel a little stupid right now. But anyways, you need two pans to make the noise. Okay, with one, it's not going to clang on anything. If you need to hear the clanging, there should be two sides of it, okay, to hit together. So it's just not one person who is, you know, who is the reason behind this. The other person also sparked it. So you also had a part in this flare up. Okay, to each, the situation might be different, but it will make sense if the story fits. Okay, so you trying to look within yourself to see what was your role in this spot, the flare up. If you look at this card, this person is a beautiful lady, dressed very beautifully. She's very dainty. She has this beautiful feather. She's all dressed up. Okay, maybe she's not. It's a night dress, but still, okay. A person looks into the mirror to see the beauty, not the flaws. Okay, she's admiring herself. People look into the mirror to admire themselves, right? Yeah, everybody looks into the mirror to admire themselves. But then this person is looking into the mirror. She looks like a very young, beautiful lady. But then when she's looking into this mirror right in front of her, she sees a very old, wrinkled person. Okay? And she's not impressed with the reflection which is looking back at her. So she doesn't like what she's seeing. Okay? This is judging yourself for the flaws within you. It's not the exterior. You're looking at yourself within yourself, not your skin. Not the surface. You're going within and you don't like what you're seeing. So just like what I was talking about, the heart and the spades in their heart, you regret the role you played in bringing the situation to where it is right now. And there is something else interesting about this card. I just noticed it a few weeks ago, maybe in the last month. If you look at this lady in the mirror, there is another mirror she is looking into. It's like a maze. Okay, there's in total 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 mirrors in this picture actually. Yeah, and 1, 2 reflections. Then 2 mirrors. Okay, anyways, it's confusing to even speak about it until you can see what's going on. Because there is plenty of like a maze, like the person in this mirror is looking into another mirror and that person is looking into another mirror. Very confusing, but yeah, it projects the image that you don't like what you're saying. You don't like what you have become. Okay, you didn't like what you have turned into. So you're looking within with that hermit face, you're looking within with what you have done to make the situation come to this outcome. Okay, I'll move on from the first. I hope it made enough sense. Okay, and I just want to jump to the third card up here, the outcome card. Whatever it is, okay, however you are planning to get out of this hermit phase, okay, you're taking charge of your life, okay, you're judging yourself. This whole first half, okay, within the situation, to get out of the situation is going to stress you out. Some of you out there might be losing your sleep over the situation. Okay, just thinking and thinking and thinking how to get out of it, how to take charge, how to start over. That would stress you out. It's stressing me out right now. Yeah, just seeing what is going through in your head, because if you mirror these 2 cards, the Judgment and the 9 of Swords in reverse, you literally cussing at yourself. Like, how could you do that, Marisha? How could you do that? How could you even have spoken out like that? You are reflecting what has happened and you're blaming yourself so badly. Okay, it's like you're punishing yourself. Okay, I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah. Anyways, so that's there, and the center of the reading we have the Magician. So you are literally taking charge. The Magician can get out of any situation. A very feisty energy. With whatever resources this person has, they would do anything to get out of it. Now they're tired of being in this situation and stressing out of all their, flaws, etc. Okay, whatever they have done. But now you're going to take charge as the Emperor and the Magician energy to get out of this space. Okay? Four of Coins. You are not going to be, how do I say it now? You're not going to put up a front, which is false. You're not going to make somebody believe, which is not the real you. Okay, if you look at this card upright, it is the Four of Coins. Okay, this person is dressed up in a little beautiful dress. I think it's beautiful. You might not find me wearing this any day. Anyways, to her it's beautiful. She is wearing this chunks of gold, and she's holding on to the coins in her hand. It's literally, it's almost like that kind of energy. You're attracting people towards you with whatever you have. You're putting it out there. It's literally like, baiting a person. Okay, this card projects about, you are coming out in your best, dress. They say putting your best foot forward. You go for an interview, you are willing to impress the person, just like, floor them. That's how it is. Maybe you are not qualified enough for that interview, but yet your intention would be just to, boggle their heads, just, say things which will be, you might have just by-hearted it the night before, and then you're just vomiting it, right? So it's just for that time being to impress the other person, to make them believe of the facade which you are laying out. But for you guys, it's in reverse. You're coming out clean. Okay? You're coming out clean. That's what I see with this card in your reading. You're coming out clean. You're not going to put up any facade. Okay, you're going to put everything out there, which is you, the real you, even if it means being naked in front of, not literally, just being naked in front of the other person to show the real you. I'm not asking you to strip in front of the other person. No. I'm saying putting yourself out there without any frills. Okay, just being genuine to yourself and to the others around you. I also want to say at this point, you're not going to fool yourself by thinking. Okay, even the Hermit and this card, if I mirror it together, what I get is, you're not going to think, some people have this ability to convince themselves, okay, it was not my mistake. No, I didn't have anything to do with that. Okay, even though you know what you have done, what part you played, okay, you had a role in it, but yet you're trying to ignore it. You don't want to even think about how you played a part in messing things up. No, you just want to put the blame on others, and that is, that is more convenient. Okay, so when you relay the story to somebody else, you will put yourself, in such a way that you are the victim in the situation. Okay, so word to word, you will portray the story in which you get the sympathies from the other people, although you don't deserve it. Okay, but if you actually put out the whole story two sides of the story, what you played and the other person played. They might not be all that kind. So you don't want to, you know, you don't want to lose out on the support, if that makes sense. Okay, but yet here you have no intention of, because judgment card as well, which I spoke about, you are looking at the flaws, what was your mistakes, blah blah blah. You being the emperor, okay, that itself is the whole story. There is so much wisdom within you that you don't play around. You are somebody who will accept all the flaws as it is, a very just person, at least up here, okay? No bullshitting around. If it is your mistake, you accept your mistake, okay? And will do anything, you know, to amend or at least accept it. Okay, you had a part in it, okay? That's very strong in your reading. In the first two sets, it is very strong. That's why the story keeps saying the same thing. And I'm explaining to you the cards. See, but moving on, you're not going to sit and sulk over something which you had lost. The child is crying over these broken teapots and cups. But now, as an emperor, you have sat and brood for some time with a hermit energy, but now you're coming out as an emperor who is ready to move on from this, you know, crying over the spilt milk. Okay? He realizes it is not worth it. It is broken. No point gluing it together. It's a useless situation. You're not going to glue up a teapot which is stuck together because it's still useless. It's cracked up. Pointless. Right? So you're getting over the phase where you're going to sit and cry over what is broken, what is lost. Okay? Magician, you're going to do everything to get out of it. Okay? Like I said in the very beginning, you're going to take charge of your situation and get out of the space. Oh my God, am I repeating so much? But as you can see, the cards say the same thing. 22 minutes. Your reading is good, it is helpful, but it's very tiring as well. Because probably you have been hurt and it was tiring for you to get out of the situation. Anyways, Fool card. Look at these two cards. Hermit first. In your corner, isolated, don't want to be taking chances, don't want to be out there, all about being alone, okay, by yourself. But here, in the third set, you're coming out as a fool who is willing to take the chances, leap out there, leap out of the cliff, whatsoever. It's reminding me of this, skydiving. Not thinking about if the parachute will open or not. Yeah? The Emperor is taking the chance to get out there and start over again. If that's needed to be, that is required at this point of time to start over, you will go to any extent to do it. You are ready to take the leap of faith. You're going to charge forward without thinking if you will fail again or not. Okay, you have learned your lesson with this. You have learned your lesson. You have mulled over it. It is going to stick with you. But then you are ready to move on. Okay, and be out there. Once upon a time, you were hiding in the dark. Now you're going to be out there. Okay, and show yourself to the people around you. You're back. Okay, you're back. 6 of Wands. You are ready to take charge of your life and be victorious. It's not going to be a small comeback. It's going to be big. If you're doing something, it's going to be huge. You're going to, it's like You're going to let the world know you're back. It's like going to be a big, huge comeback. It's not like you're going to, you don't want anybody to notice and you're going to crawl and just, gel with the crowd. No, that's not your intention. You're going big. For some reason, Capricorns out there, you're going big. And you're going to make noise about it. And you have thought about how to do this. Getting this, okay, taking the leap of faith and getting out there successful, victorious again, back in your groove, okay? How you're going to do it. You have been in this hermit energy, thinking, reflecting what needs to be done, how to get out of it, It was stressing you fucking out, okay? Like, but then you are going to do something about it. It doesn't matter how much it stresses you out. Even the thought of being out there stresses you out. You're going to take the chance. You're not going to sit and hide or sit and sulk anymore with your situation. I think I'll stop here. This is Marishi, you're my channel vlogger. Until next week, bye.